Hey everybody, welcome to another Nerd Out video with me, Dan here. So I just got back from watching Last Night in Soho, directed by Edgar Wright, starring Matt Smith, Thompson Mackenzie, and Anna Taylor-Joy, the one and only. And I liked it. Now the trailers really sold me, to be honest. So I was going into the film, I already knew, like, okay, I like all three of the actors in it. I like the director, I don't love every one of his films, but, I love Shaun of the Dead, I love Hot Fuzz. And I like Baby Driver up until the end. So I was like, I was pumped for this film, and, I liked it, Girl loves the 60s, obsessed with it, wants to go to London, like the fashion capital of Britain, and study fashion and that, and she has, like, this gift, like, she sees her dead mum sometimes. Ends up staying at this room, and she lives the life. A character called Sandy, played by Anna Taylor-Joy, from the 60s, and she's having a great time of it. And then things kind of, every time she's sleeping and that, she's learning more and more of the character Sandy. And actually, the 60s were not a great time, to be honest. I've learned a lot about this. Two things I learned about this film. Men in the 60s were arseholes, and female uni students, but of bitches, to be honest. Honestly, if you watch the film, you get what I mean. It's very, you see, when you watch it, you understand. But no, I like the film, how it took its time. Until proper stuff was kicking off, wanting like 30, 40 minutes into the film. So which is nice, it gives the film to breathe. Like, one of the things I didn't like about Venom, Let There Be Carnage, was it is, unlike the first Venom, to be fair, it just felt too quick. I like to stay at a scene for, like, I love Game of Thrones, like how they spend like 10, 15 minutes just having a conversation or something. The stuff as is, I like that. And Venom and that, it's too quick, Bob, quick, But with this film, it takes its time, it lets it allow to breathe, let the actors do their job. You understand what's going on, nothing's rushing, it's taking its time, but it don't feel like it's dragging. I feel like that. I feel like when you say that, it depends if you're liking a film, but, it's just shy of 2 hours. But in my honest opinion, it doesn't feel like it drags. It's a nice steady point. Yeah, don't kick off until 35 minutes in, really. But when it does, it has all that building blocks, and you're like, okay. And now when things are a bit fast paced, you're like, okay, I'm you're into it. And I just had a lovely time watching it. And it is, now it's not Edgar Wright's best film, I would say. And I think one of the lacking things about it is the horror. Like, they kind of really framed this as like kind of like a horror film, and it kind of lacks on the scares, to be honest. Now, I scare easily, and I must admit, I did jump once or twice, but that's just me being me. But I think your hardcore fans, I don't think they're going to find this really scary, to be honest. And to be fair, he hadn't directed a horror film before, so, he's no James Wan, I'm going to be perfectly honest, but for his first attempt, he didn't do a bad job, to be fair, but it just feels more like a thriller, kind of psyche thriller. But no, highly recommended. Please go support the film, because it's not making a lot of money, and it's a shame. Like that and Last do the good films, original IPs, but if you don't have a freaking MCU or Fast and Furious stamped on it, it seems to don't make money. And I want them to release films like this in cinema. And, like, don't get me wrong, I like streaming, and I think sometimes films like these can do well on streaming. But I love, sometimes I don't want to see big action films all the time. The big spectacles. I do love them, but sometimes I like go to the cinema, massive screen, IMAX. Watch a good serious film. That's what I like, and they might go, "Oh, we're not going to really, we just spent a lot of money on this film." Now, I don't know what the budget for this film was. I don't think it's as big as Last Duel was, because that was like 100 million and that lost out. But I just don't want them going, "Oh, we don't want to do this." But why don't you do another Fast and Furious spin-off? I want them to do new IPs. I want them to take risks. If they don't take risks, bloody hell, it's a bit predictable to send them, when you're going into the film. And there's a few twists in the film. Some of them you could say obvious. Some of them are quite cleverly done. But I want them to make more films like this. Anyway, dragging on a bit now. So with everything said and done, would I go and watch this film 2-3 times in the cinema? No, I think once you watch it, done, streaming, and I do recommend picking them up on Blu-ray, but I don't recommend paying £15 or $15-20. I do recommend wait until there's a drop under £10 as I pick it up, and I think out of 10, I got a 7.5. So I think that's my overall rating, guys, and my thoughts. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you hadn't already watched it, please go watch it.